This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Today, we have a live stream, and this live stream is going to be a call-in live stream. Listen, I had Breezy scheduled to come on today, and this is something that we've been trying to get done since last year. Last year, she was busy, so every time we try to get on, it didn't work, and we thought today was going to work, and that got postponed till Monday. So I will be going live with your host, Breezy, host of the Sports Stiletto podcast on Apple and Spotify. She's greatly sorry. But because this was already scheduled, I'm not going to just cancel it. We'll do a call-in stream. We'll start the call-in early, probably in the next 10 minutes. I'll let people call in and talk about how they feel about preseason game 1 and going forward. But shout out to everybody in the chat: Jay Plunk, EG channel member, Aiden, G Fisher, Collins, Aiden, Gamble, what's his name, Rome One More, everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody who came in: Zay Edits, Paul 44, Sudoku. What is going on, everybody? So yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. The Philadelphia Eagles play against the Steelers and they take an L, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we've seen teams go 4-0 in the preseason. We see teams go 0-4 in the preseason, and it has no effect on what they do throughout the year when it matters. It's all about getting a rhythm with your starters, and we do have a team that could use some grass time together. It was unfortunate that Nick Sirianni opted to only play Jalen Hurts 2 or 3 series. That shows that 100% he's our guy. For anybody who's still thinking there's a chance that somebody else starts, nope. But it is in Jalen Hurts' favor to get some grass time because of only playing 4 games and having a new offense and a lot of things going on. I would want to play a little bit more, and I was shocked that Miles Sanders didn't play. What were your thoughts on that? PD Tatis said, I'm going to the next game. Shout out to you, bro. Patriots, I like it. I like it. Michael H said, did they cut Mullins yet? No, they didn't cut him. Listen, he's not as bad as that performance. Some things went bad. We seen him beat a couple teams with San Fran last year. But yes, I don't want him to be playing in any meaningful games. Please, God, don't let that happen. Jersey Boy channel member in the building. What's up with you? Paul 44, another channel member. What's up with you guys? Zay Edit says, I hope so, though. Yeah, I mean, look, again, he's better than what we saw last night, but he's not someone you want as your starter. I mean, he is one of the only quarterbacks to have 4,000 yards in his first 16 starts. Only him and Mahomes did it. But again, if you're turning the ball over, it doesn't matter. Once again, this is going to be a call-in show. Breezy was supposed to be here. She actually got on. She was backstage, and then while backstage, she got a phone call. Things came up, and she had to cancel. But we will be doing it on Monday, so stay tuned. G Fisher said, is Miles able to use Gorilla Glue? Is that legal? I don't think he's really banged up. I'm not exactly sure why he didn't play, but it is weird. But I do got to say this. Jordan Howard with the absolute gorgeous running back block that I've seen in a while. He just laid the guy down, which allowed Jalen Hurts to get the ball to Dallas Goedert in a route pass combination that Jalen Hurts is not known to hit. One of the biggest knocks is his short and intermediate accuracy to the tight ends, and that was a beautiful ball he threw to Dallas Goedert. So I don't want to hear that stuff. KO React said we should have never cut the black quarterback we had a few months ago, he's better than Mullins. Jamie Newman, listen, I mean, he had raw talent. I mean, a guy like Gate City who likes quarterbacks, who knows quarterback play, he was high on him. And it was weird that he got cut to bring in a veteran like Mullins, who probably would cost more anyways. And at the end of the day, if you're down to your third string quarterback, call it quits. Like, yeah, we won the Super Bowl with our second string quarterback, but that's a fairy tale in itself. You know, not many teams win with their second, let alone their third. So I'm not sure why we didn't go the undrafted rookie free agent cheap route. Even if he stinks, go ahead and keep him under your wing and your toolage and mold him. Solo Bolo, you can tell it is Eagle season upon us when Solo Bolo's back in the building. Jersey Boy said, like what I saw from the starters on both sides of the ball, next game they will play a little more. Yeah, you got to, especially the defense. Again, the offense for the Pittsburgh Steelers did not score, did not even get a first down on the Eagles defense, but it was such a short sample size. And even the second team defense, when you had the likes of Eric Wilson, Alex Singleton, TJ Edwards, a couple mixed match first and second guys in there, we still were able to lock down. Hold up, wait a minute. Shout out to Mailman WRYT with the $3.99 super chat. If we were on OBS, you'd be hearing a EAGLES Eagles with the $3.99 super chat. He said EAGLES Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Talk about the utmost confidence. I love it. I mean, hey, I'll never deny someone telling me it. You know what I mean? Eminem in the building. Yo, wait, wrong channel. What's good, Mike? Hey, shout out to my guy. Appreciate you. Zemethian said, can I call in right now? Listen, I'm about to drop the link in a little bit. We only been going for 7 minutes. At the 15-minute mark, I'll drop the link and we can talk about it. PD Tatis said, you think Jalen play more next week? He has to. Again, look, he is our starter and you don't want to risk injury. I understand that completely. But the lack of grass time he got last year compared to and going into this year with a new system, he needs to get some stuff under his belt. There's no reason why he shouldn't play a little bit more. I'm talking at least a quarter. And shout out to Petey going to the game. He don't want to see no backups. Petey ain't trying to go watch Nick Mullins. What? I feel you. Michael said, impressed with Tyree Jackson. Yeah, listen, catch radius, check. Speed for a big guy, check. Hands, check. I like it. I can't get mad at that. Shout out to Mailman again with a $2.99 super chat. He said it's a new season. Anything is possible. Every time I hear anything is possible, I automatically think of Kevin Garnett. I agree. Look, anything is possible. Don't get me wrong. And I do think the Eagles are going to shock a lot of people, but we will see. I love the energy, my guy. Philly Jack said, we still could use another corner. Always. It's a passing league. You can never have enough corners. You can't. The way people can go into 5 receiver sets, it's a passing league. It's all for the offense. You can never have enough DBs in the game. Keith, the mailman always delivers. Got him. The man always delivers. I agree. Eric G, another channel member in the building. If Tyree Jackson keeps playing like this, just keeps improving, I think Richard Rodgers might get pushed to the practice squad. Well, here's the thing. Richard Rodgers is an older guy. He's a known commodity. If Tyree Jackson starts to ball out like that and you can feel comfortable with him, of course, because Richard Rodgers is less to get picked up than a guy like Tyree Jackson just off of pure upside. The mailman always delivers again. Big facts. Richie MC said 31 big ones by Maxie in the summer league. Cha-ching. Yes, sir. Maxie's no joke. Petey said, that's a fact, bro. I'm ready. It's my B-day. My girl surprised me with tickets. Shout out to Mrs. Petey Tatted. That's what's up, yo. That's good stuff right there. That's definitely good stuff right there. He said, haha, Keith, my motto. You already know. Mailman always delivers, he says. Dwight Davis said, yeah, Dallas are loaded with corners. Cowboys for life. What? Dallas ain't loaded with corners. They don't got no corners. They barely got starting corners. Kelvin Joseph, stop it. Trayvon Diggs, stop it. I don't believe it. I got to see it to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I got to see it to believe it. But look, just the rundown. Jake Elliott was big time in this first game. I still got to see more. Jalen Reagor didn't really get much production, but he was getting separation. Adrian Killins was open in the fourth quarter, and Nick Mullins just missed him. AK could have put up some nice yardage to try to eke into the wide receiver room because he is practicing with the wide receivers, and he played in the game as a wide receiver. That's wild. So when I look at this team, I just want to see more of the first team, the team that really controlled the whole game. And for those who are saying Joe Flacco was better than Jalen Hurts, stop it. 2 of them 4 incompletes could have been caught, should have been caught. And Flacco did check into that quick pass to Quez Watkins, but Quez Watkins did the work. And you hear him. You heard what Jalen Hurts said. He's not a secret no more. And Quez said the cat's out the bag. And listen, if you didn't catch out my last video, shout out to the wide receiver specialist, Coach Stephen Brown, who was working with Quez Watkins, but he put a video out on all Quez's workouts throughout the whole offseason. And as Quez Watkins said, the offseason, he took personal. He did take it personal. And this man didn't get great or get good overnight. This guy put in the work. So go check out my last video. It's like a 5 or 6 minute video. The guy put in the work. He deserves it. Marcus Kane in the building said excited for the season. You and me both, brother. Demon Badger said Milton Williams is going to be fire. Yeah. I mean, just the explosiveness in the middle, off the edge, the fact that he's willing to go inside and outside. And you saw him. The reason TJ McGill, number 76, got the sack is because Quentin Milton. I said Quentin Milton. I said Quentin Milton. What am I doing? Milton Williams beat his guy so badly that the right guard had to help him, and TJ McGill took advantage of it. Zay Edit says Xavier Woods. Murder music in the building. What's going on? Philly Jackson, I ain't tripping off that Hurts overthrow, backed up in his end zone. He had to give the ball all he had, like Quez said. You rather throw longer than shorter. That's big facts. And Quez said he kind of got tug on, and it took him out of his momentum. And Play said you guys should start Nick Mullins. He's a beast. You don't even believe that yourself. Surprised they played Brandon Brooks even one series. Yeah, that's a good sign. But, hey, slow down with the Brandon Brooks play. You know what I mean? Slow down. Lewis said Cowboys stink for life, or Cowgirls stink for life. I'm with you. I'm more worried about receivers than Hurts. Reagor stinks. I wouldn't go as far as Reagor stinks. He had some good separation in this game. I mean, he spun a whole starting defensive back around with a 12-yard out route, and he was open on one of the plays from Flacco, and he didn't get the ball to him, or no, Mullins or whatever. I don't even remember who it was. But I still got to see more. Yes, we need to see production from Jalen Reagor, but we can't judge good, bad, ugly sat off one game. He has responded to the hard coaching and things of that sort. So let's see where it goes. Let's see how far it goes. But we're going to open up the lines because I'm not going to be live long. This was a live supposed to be with Breezy. You know what I mean? She's going to be on here Monday. So I'll put it up on Sunday. So it's up for a day. But let me drop the link in the chat. Come on. Talk your talk. If you could turn your mic camera on, that'd be good. It doesn't matter, actually. Ready? Here we go. There it is. Devontae Smith said, Matt Hader said Devontae would have came down with that 98-yard bomb. You think? I don't know. Jalen put it out there pretty far. I don't know. Listen, Devontae's a better receiver, but he's not faster than Quez. Listen, if you are getting in here and you haven't done it already, hit that like button. We are live on StreamYard. Normally, I've been streaming on OBS because it comes in better. But when I have a guest, I normally stream StreamYard, and some stuff came up and she couldn't come through. Shout out to my guy, Primetime Steven Joyce in the building. What up? And I did get your message, my guy. I'm going to answer you. I was just trying to set up the stream for me and Breezy, and then some stuff came up. And shout out to you for being a channel member. Greatly appreciated. So we got the first caller in. Listen, don't be shy. Come through, talk your talk. You know what I mean? We ain't going to be live too long. Now, listen, though, if we do get filled up a little bit, we're not going to be able to keep the callers on too long. But we got the first one in the building. Shout out to Sonic. What's going on with you?
What is up, my guy? How you doing?
Hanging in there. I'm glad to get some Eagles football back. Saw a game that I liked. How did you look? How did you take the first game?
Pretty good. I mean, I think Jalen Hurts has a lot to prove. Joe Flacco actually did really good. I think he's going to be our number 2. Nick Mullins, get out of here with that. Get out of here. 2 interceptions, my guy. The defense gave us an interception, and then Nick Mullins throws another interception for them. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
I mean, it sucks. He's always going to be remembered now as his first official pass as a Philadelphia Eagle is an interception, and it was just disgusting. Definitely disgusting. Shout out to Fatal for Life 504. Appreciate you, my guy. But yeah, so quick question to you. The defense, we saw some good things from the first team defense. How concerned are you about the depth of our defensive players? If we do have a couple injuries, do you think they're as bad as they were yesterday, or do you think if these pieces come in with the starting lineup, you can make something of it?
I think they might be bad. I mean, they may not be as bad as it was in the Cowboys game in 2020, but they might not be that good. I mean, I did see some plays when because I didn't watch the rest of it. I was looking at the live play-by-plays, but I watched the one on the NFL highlights, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out. I mean, they could work. It's just it probably won't work as well as I expect.
I hear you. So listen, besides the Quez Watkins play, which was absolute beautiful,
it was beautiful. I even said he's gonna be the next Ishine Jackson, but I think Big D said it best. He's gonna be better than that.
I'll take that. You give me that, and I'll sign myself up right for it. But give me something that you really like besides the Quez Watkins touchdown before I let you go.
Well, I'm starting to like I'm starting to like, I guess, Jalen Hurts a little bit. I mean, I know people keep saying the Deshaun Watson trade, stuff like that, but we're not getting him. And besides, Jalen Hurts has a lot to prove. I think he's going to do really good for this team. True, he didn't have some. True, he threw it all the way, and Quez didn't catch it because Jalen threw it like away from him. I'm like, oh, really? But the other ones, the wide receivers couldn't catch it. But if they did, it actually would have been more. It would actually been a good passing rating. So I think Jalen Hurts has a lot to prove, and I think he's going to do really well.
All right. I love it. I love you coming around to Jalen Hurts as QB1 until proven otherwise. So, hey, Sonic, listen, if you're not subscribed to Sonic, he does great videos. Sometimes he has some quick little 20-second, 1-minute ones, but they be hilarious. Definitely go check out his channel, and I'll catch you later, Sonic.
All right. I'll see you later.
Peace. Young Dad's in the building. What's going on with you? You know what I mean? We got to talk some Eagles. I had a live stream plan with your host, Breezy, a Sixers and Eagles content creator, but she pretty much does her stuff on Apple Podcasts. She's been doing it for 3 years. That is going to be rescheduled to Monday. And so I just figured I'm not going to stood you guys up. We already had like 15 people in the chat before I went live or so. So I said, let's just do a call in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Vic3, Alcabir, the analyst. I see you, Zamithian. Go ahead and click the link. Oh, let me pin the link. Hold up. I see my guy Big Play Slay in the back. We're going to get him in. And where is my phone? Let me pin the link so it's there This ain't going to be a super long one. It's going to be like 1 hour at the most. But let me pin the link, and then I don't got to keep dropping it. And Big Play Slay is up next. Did I hit it? No. All right. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. The link is pinned to the top. Oh, wait. No, I pinned something else. Yo, I'm horrible today. Pinned to the top is the link. Click the link and come through. We got Big Play Slay coming up. I see him cheesing in the back. What's going on, Big Play Slay?
You couldn't pin the link. I was just laughing at that, but that was
That's cool. I could have pinned the link. Yeah.
Yeah, but how's it going, Mike? How are you doing?
Hey, it's going pretty good. Eagles football is back. Ready to talk about it. So, how do you feel? How do you feel going into the preseason game 2? What did you take from preseason game 1?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts looks awesome, man. Like, I love what he brings to the table. He's gotten accurate, more accurate than ever. You saw that one pass to Zach Ertz that he dropped. Zach Ertz dropped the ball, but Jalen Hurts put that ball on the money. He should have caught that because it's a perfect pass. Same thing with Dallas Goedert. Perfect pass, perfect timing. Goddard caught the ball, and I love it. But Quez Watkins, that was the main topic of yesterday because he was a beast out there. He was balling. He had a couple routes that just shows you that he's gotten better at press coverage. So I love what I'm seeing from Watkins. I love what I'm seeing from the offense. As Nick Sirianni said yesterday, crisp first half. Until Nick Mullins came in the game, everything started looking sloppy. But Hurts and Flacco took care of business.
Yeah, it's crazy that we didn't even get one first down in the second half. Not one. That's how bad it got. Let me ask you this. I know we talked about this in the offseason. Running the ball was big. We didn't run the ball as much as I thought we would, especially in the first half. We kind of ran a little bit in the second half, and that was maybe because Mullins stunk. How do you feel about possibly running the ball more, or do you think we'll be a lot more heavier pass going forward?
I think, if I'm being honest, I feel like there'll be more pass heavy, the first couple games in the regular season, and then they'll start running the ball more. Because I just feel like the Eagles need to start passing the ball just a little more because, running the ball is always going to be there for you. And I always want to run the ball. But I just want to see if Jalen Hurts has gotten better at just passing the ball. And I think that's the same thing the coaches want to see. And that's why I feel like they'll be a little pass heavy until they'll start running the ball.
Yeah. So before I get you out of here, give me your biggest takeaway overall from game 1 going into game 2.
Hey, I just see improvement from the offense. I feel like I've seen potential in this offense to say it can be electric week 1 against the Falcons, against the first couple games, basically the Chiefs. They got a bad defense. They don't really got a turn up type of defense. They just got an okay defense. So I think Jalen Hurts and his offense can confuse some defenses the first couple weeks because you don't know what you're really getting. And I love what Sirianni did yesterday, but I'm just excited to see those first couple games where Jalen Hurts he can really get into the rhythm, get in the groove, and then once week 5 and 6 show up, he can really start putting the nail on the coffin against defenses.
There you go. Shout out to my guy Fatal for Life. And listen, Bruce said, kids excellent, got a future, boy. Listen, Big Play Slay has a channel, so if you haven't, go ahead and check him out. Just type in Big Play Slay in the search bar, and he will come up. He's a Laker fan, so he's only going to give you half side of Philly.
Bro.
If you're an Eagle fan, he'll keep you up to date with some Eagles stuff for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. We're on that road to 500, man. We're just trying to be like Mike over here, bro. We're just trying to get to the top. But hey, thank you for having me on, bro. I appreciate you. And anytime you want to collab, man, I'm always down.
Yeah, I definitely got to get on your channel. I've been busy, but I'm gonna be on before the season.
Yeah, for sure. But peace out, man. I don't want to let other people come on.
Peace.
Yep.
All right, we got Keyshawn's Kitchen coming in next. What's going on with you?
What's up, Mike?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, man? I'm at work, man.
I can see you getting it done. So, first preseason game in the books. We took the L, but the first team looked good. Give me your initial feelings after the game.
Oh, man, I was happy to see the offense, you know what I'm saying, have a little rhythm with themselves. If that offense takes off, Mike, I think we're going to make a run in the playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Because the defensive line, I'm going to tell you, we can put some points up. Our defensive line can get after people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that defense, especially that Milton kid. Oh, man, I heard they was talking about his arms. What? When you that strong, your arms ain't even got to be long.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Yeah, I like what I saw last night. I like what I saw from Jalen, too. I only got to watch a little bit of it, but, yeah, man, especially if they start using that RPO. Like, that's going to be hell. That block from Howard.
That's a grown man block right there. Every running, listen, as soon as they went back to the NovaCare complex, every running back that wants to learn how to block, that's teaching tape right there. Miles Sanders got to be watching it. Kenneth Gainwell got to be watching it. He put that dude on his booty.
Boy, he laid them out, man. If we can get more of that, because this offense could be, I'm telling you, Smith, Watkins, and Rager. That's a lot of speed, brother.
It is.
A lot of speed. I'm talking about screen. I remember we used to be a screen-heavy team. We need to get back to that, too.
There you go. Screens left to the right.
That's right. Yo, but my one thing I wanted to say, Mike, is the Alex Singleton kid, man. I want to give him some props, man. That man was sideline to sideline all night doing his thing. I was surprised to see them linebackers play like that because Philly don't care about no linebackers.
They don't. We don't. That is true.
So,
but
I really like what I saw.
I agree. So, one quick takeaway from you. What do you think is going to be our strong point in the season? Our offense or our defense?
Oh, man. Okay, in the perfect storm, I would like it to be our offense. Because if our offense can run it up, and then you can let that defense loose on some teams that's behind, they in trouble. But I'm gonna stick with the defense, and I'm really stick with that defensive line. I think they just showing you a little bit. Like, them boys gonna get after. Them boys gonna get after some people. They got some pieces. Barnett, Hargrave. You got the little Milton kid. You still got goddamn Graham. You still got goddamn Cox. Like, you got some waves. I like that when you can send it in waves at a quarterback. You know? Offensive, he tired. Let's put a new dude in. Boom. You already.
I love it. And you're right. Listen, if the offense can get up when a team is trailing, how do they come back? By throwing the ball. They can't run the ball. So when this defensive line can pin their ears back and say you're about to throw the ball 80% of the time, they going to rush the passer and we going to harass some quarterbacks. I agree 100%.
That's what I'm hoping for. Yo, Mike, you at the season opener? I'm in Atlanta, but I'm at the season opener.
I'm trying to schedule something. I'm going to be talking to a couple content creators. We all can come out on that Lincoln Financial season opener. So stay in tune. We're going to talk about it. Appreciate you.
All right, no problem, man. Keep up the good work, man.
Peace. Getting it done at work. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Reese Scott, channel member in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Listen, if you got some stuff to talk about, come through. We're going to try to go a little quicker because it is filling up. Bold Brew, what's going on? Jordan Howard made that team eat with the block. You already know. Appreciate everybody that's been up in here. We got Eagles body bag coming up. We got Eagles body bag coming up.
Yo. What up?
What
I'm
up?
back,
What
man.
up? How you
Just about to
feeling?
get in my-
Preseason?
I can't barely hear you. Hold on. You hear me now?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's going on, Mike? How you, man?
I'm great. Football's back.
What? Oh yeah. It's time to get this money.
Time to get this money.
Yeah, man. It was a good game. I like the first half. Well, first and second quarter, I really didn't like how the defense played towards like the 5 minutes of like second quarter, and then third and fourth. Like they was just getting tired, and I'm like, well, damn, what was going on with our line? And I'm like, it was crazy, or whatever. But for the most part, offense was great, man. I loved it.
Oh yeah, the third team got the most time in. Nick Mullins had the whole second half, and a lot of these guys who are fringe on the bubble were the ones playing. They looked gassed, and they were also
Very
showing their
gassed.
true colors. I like that Jonathan Gannon did say he didn't blitz on purpose so he could see the one-on-one matchups with guys who are trying to fight for a spot. And plus, he doesn't want to show his hand. So let me ask you, though, how do you feel about the quick look at the first team defense?
Oh no, I think our starters is amazing. I think Hargrave, I think Cox, Josh Sweat. I like Josh Sweat, man. T.Y. McGill is his name. Is that his name? T.Y. McGill. I think he came in the second wave. Him and Williams, them two together. I would love for them to play alongside Cox and them, like in rotation. I would love to see that wave right there. I love the linebackers. Just know how everything is keeping everything closed in, nothing over the top. I like the defense. I like the defense. I love the one-on-one matchups. I like the offense. I think Flacco did great.
So what is you saying?
I'm just messing around, man. Listen,
I'm
man,
about to say.
I had to throw that in there, man. Is Jalen? Is he our starter? Did they name him our starter yet?
Who played the least amount of football in the first preseason game?
Jalen Hurts. I understand that. I'm just saying, is he our starter?
Who do you protect in the first preseason game?
The starter, but but they didn't announce it. But I mean, they never announced it. I mean, they're gonna make him play because he was here to
Listen.
I just want to know.
I mean, if I come over your house and the same girl's at your house every time I come there, you don't need to tell me it's your girlfriend. I already know it's your girl. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. I still need to see more though. I mean, I think he was all right. I think Jalen, stood his ground, man. He really did. Quez Watkins, man. If Quez Watkins running like that, I can imagine what Smith is running like. I think offensive scheme, like especially with the screen game, is definitely going to look up this year. So.
Hey, listen, this is just the beginning of something special. I feel it. And even if we don't go all the way, I just think the trajectory on so many young players and young coaches is going to be there. So, hey, stay tuned.
Who was the left guard that played first string last night? It wasn't
Petta.
I like it. He held it up. I think that's competition right there. I don't know, man.
We got a lot of left. We got a lot of offensive linemen. That's always a good sign.
Right. Yeah.
But hey, I got some people in the back, man. Shout out to Eagles body bag in the building.
You already know, man. Peace.
Stay easy, bro. Okay, look, if you want to come in and talk your talk, come through. We got a channel member coming up, Vic 3. What's going on, my guy?
What's good, my guy? How we doing tonight?
Hey, we're doing good. I'm surprised you don't got a show to do tonight. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Well, actually, I think at 8:00, what's his name? Mitch asked me to come through. So I was like, yeah, I'll stop for a little bit.
Hey, I ain't mad at the game. Keep doing what you do, spitting that knowledge. You know what I mean? You were at the game yesterday, right? How was it? How was the atmosphere? How many people? If you had to guess how Phil was the link, what would you say?
Oh, it was amazing, man. Like I was saying it before, like it was a preseason game, but it was like, you have like a playoff atmosphere in a way because everybody was amped. It's the first game of the season, whether it's preseason or not. It's the first time you're watching football in the past 6, 7 months. So there's a lot of excitement. The funny thing was there were a lot of, Steelers fans. I understand they're in the same state, but yeah, man, like there was a lot out there. In my section, there was a little crowd, but we had to quiet them down really fast, let them know where they're at.
Hey, that's good. That's good. So when you saw Quez Watkins go all the way for a touchdown there, how was that? How was that?
My guy, I'm not even lying to you. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I am so happy I didn't take a bite of my cheesesteak because it was that fast. I'm not kidding you. The play happened. He got the ball, and it was just gone. Like, it was an instant. That's what I was trying to tell people. Like, speed in real life is not what you can see on TV. Like, it's no comparison. It doesn't put a candle to what you see because as soon as he got past those 3 defenders, man, his hand was up. And there was about 10 yards of separation. It was wild.
That's crazy. And even on my angle for the TV, the Steelers player, number 21, had the football angle. Like, the angle he took should have let him catch Watkins. That's how gone he was with them strides. And because it's long strides, it kind of sneaks up. I guarantee you number 21 was bracing in for a hit. And then as he got to the end of his angle, he said, how the heck did he get over there?
Most likely for the fact that he braced for the hit, that's what slowed him up enough for Watkins to get by.
Probably. So let me ask you this, though. A very limited sample size for the starters. How do you feel about some of these guys trying to get on the bubble, that really bad third string defense? Is there anybody in that mix you think can make it? And if they had to play and they had starters to the left and the right of them, they'd be a little bit better than with the whole unit being backups.
Well, the bad thing was the fact that Nick Mullins is poor performance. That took a lot away from those players. That took away a lot of opportunities. So you can't really judge those players off those first game because of Mullins, actually. I mean, like those interceptions were costly. That took time off. That took a lot of time off for those players to be shown. So you didn't really get to see much. Now, I will say, and a lot of people were just down on me, I did see a good hit from Blake Countless. He came in and laid the wood on one hit. Like, he got everybody excited.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I can't wait to see what we see next. I'm hopeful that Nick Sirianni allows the starters to play a little bit more. Again, with this 3 scheduled preseason, it's going to be different when you pull a guy, play a guy, all that good stuff. And Nick Sirianni is taking the precaution because we didn't tackle not once in camp. It is what it is. You know what I mean? As long as we stay healthy to start the season, I'm cool. I'm good.
And listen, it didn't affect them none because Sean Bradley was laying down the wood. TJ McGill was hitting. I mean, like, they were physical. That was one thing I seen. And it's a difference between the teams of the past. This team is extremely physical.
Hey, I hear you, bro. I got some other people up in here. Hey, I'm going to tune into you and Mitch, though, when I get done because I won't be on for too long. Appreciate you for coming through.
Hey, man, anytime. And listen, now that I have a show on Saturday nights, I would love if you can come through anytime you're available.
Got you.
Thank you, my guy. Yep, have a good one.
Ayo, Panda with a chill, bro. This is not. You see the 59. That's the fittest sign right there. And don't be mad just because your girl Breezy postponed till Monday. You know what I mean? If you want to listen to some Breezy, go to her Twitter page. Go listen to her on Apple Podcasts. I know you were getting up for your girl Breezy. She'll be here tomorrow, but we ain't here to please you, my guy. So you know what I mean? Breezy will be here on Monday, not tomorrow. Relax, Panda. But we got my guy Eminem coming in here. What's going on? Yo, that. Oh, wait, wrong.
Yo, that. What's good, Mike?
Hey, chilling. You know what I mean? Just trying to get your thoughts since Breezy couldn't come through, and a lot of thirsty guys out here are like, I want to see a girl talk football. So I had to just change it up last minute. I thought I'll let you guys talk. How do you feel?
Hey,
I know you tempered expectations. You know what I mean? You tempered expectations. Right. How do you feel? Did it boost your expectation, or it kept it still the same as of that little sample size?
All right, so first things first, I came here for you, man. I don't even know who this breezy person is, so
No, 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 no,
I
no.
I came
This
for you. Period.
no, it
Yeah,
started out. You're good. You're good.
yeah. But yeah, this game it didn't really change much for me in terms of my outlook for the team. Like Vic said, it was I was just excited just to get more Eagles football. Though that second half was kind of rough though with Nick Mullins. That was rough to watch. But yeah, I think of course Quez Watkins, that run was fantastic. Just seeing how he played, you would, and I'm not, and this isn't a jab at Rager, but seeing how they both perform, you would kind of think that Quez Watkins was the first round pick and Rager was the sixth round pick. It's only preseason, so that could change. But yeah, my expectations are still the same. I expect the defense to still actually be really good, well, pretty solid. The offense, I know the potential is there, but with the everything so new, I expect us to start off pretty slow when the season actually starts. But again, it was just great to have some Eagles football.
Yeah, I agree. And Kaylon Jenkins, Davion Taylor didn't play last night. He's still injured. So Kayvon Wallace, Andre Dillard, Ryan Kerrigan, and Davion Taylor all did not suit up. So we got to see Alex Singleton and Eric Wilson start as the linebackers with the rotation of TJ Edwards and Sean Bradley. But real quick, we got 92 people up in here. Let's get it to close to 75 likes. And for those who are listening to the Breezy talk, and everybody, some people are saying, well, Breezy, what? There's a host who has her own podcast, but it's on Apple Podcast. She's not on YouTube. Her name is Breezy. I'm not going to divulge her real name. She's a Sixers and Eagle fan who talks sports. She's a female. She knows her stuff, though. We've been trying to get her on the channel since last year. We finally got it. She was backstage. I had the thumbnail set up and everything. That's why people saw her on the thumbnail. I had to change it real quick. But she was backstage and then she got a phone call and she couldn't make it, but we postponed to Monday. So she's going to spit that knowledge on Monday. She's a real cool people. But Eminem, let me ask you this. Is it overly concerning that they didn't play Miles Sanders in the first game, or do you think he'll be fine to start the season?
No, I think he'll be fine to start the season. Now that you bring it up, though, I think, and I'm not sure if I told you this or I said this on Gates' live stream yesterday, but if there's any injury concern, I imagine that's the reason why he didn't play. But I do expect to see him as we get closer to the season, maybe in that either that second to last or that last preseason game. But overall, I'm not too worried about him.
Yeah.
I like what I see from the other running backs, especially Howard.
Yes, Howard laid the thunder down on that guy rushing. And it's crazy, though, because of how crowded the running back room is. And we saw Kenneth Gainwell get some bursts. We saw Jordan Howard take a couple carries, but really show that his pass blocking skills are still there. Kerryon Johnson got involved. Huntley did something. It really wasn't that good. We really got to figure out this, and Boston Scott, too. We got to figure out this room. So I'm okay with them sitting Miles to really feel out what running backs give us the best 1-2 punch, 1-2-3 punch, because it is a longer season. And Miles Sanders only played 12 games last year. So I think he can get healthy, but we do got to take into consideration that he hasn't been able to play a full season for a minute now. So I agree there.
One more thing before I head out on the running back situation. How many running backs do you think we're going to go into the season with, and which ones besides Miles?
4 now because of this long season and the concerns, of Miles getting nicked up a little bit. I think we're going to go 4, and the 4 is going to be Miles Sanders. I think Jordan Howard now, Boston Scott, and Kenneth Gainwell. I'm sorry. Carry on. Listen, I would put Kerryon over Boston Scott, but the way the Eagles are talking about Boston being a leader, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
man. He might be here to stay.
Yep. All right, Mike, you take it easy, bro.
Yo, that. Shout out to my guy Eminem. Listen, shout out to 96 people in here. There's no reason why we shouldn't get close to 90-some likes. It's free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing. Hit your brother up with a like. And listen, if you want to talk Eagle with your boy, click the link in the description. It will bring you backstage, and I'll just click on you in order. We're going to try to speed up these a little bit. But yeah, click the link. I need people like Texas Eagle, Ishine, Jocktail, Zemethian, Reese Scott. You guys are always here. Come join the party. Eagle's Eye. Click the link. Don't be scared. Panda said Gainwell, best pass catching back out of the 2021 draft. I agree. This guy has hands like a slot receiver. Let's go. But we got our guy, one of the new content creators in the building, one Trey Rock. What's going on with you?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Chilling.
How you feel today?
Hey, it's the day after Eagles football. I couldn't be happier. It's preseason, and I'm always like this. Hurry up, preseason. I don't care if it's preseason. But after the first preseason game, I'm like, forget the rest of them. I want the regular season now. You know what I mean? I get too greedy, but I'm going to enjoy this because of us having a young coaching staff and a young team. There's a lot of good stuff that can come out of it. But what's your initial take after the L to Pittsburgh?
I know a lot of people are looking at like Jalen Hurts, the offensive stuff right now, but I was real impressed on the first couple drives by the defense, man. We was flying around. We didn't really do nothing like major. We like kept it mellow, but it felt like the players was actually glad to hit somebody else instead of their own teammates, man. They flying around, they sacking the quarterback. I mean, getting pressure on the quarterback. We looked good up until the second half, bro. I love that first unit that they put on the field.
Yeah. I like the first unit when you look at both sides, offense and defense. I just think as Nick Sirianni said, there was a crispness to the first unit. I mean, we drove down, boom, 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 boom. We had a little not fumbling, but we had a little blunder in Zach Ertz not being able to sustain the catch. It hit him right in the hands. Jalen Hurts threw him a good ball. He couldn't secure it, but who knows what that could have been. But we drive down there and do that. We start to drive a little bit again. You see Joe Flacco moving the ball. I just think there was a crispness. I think there was plays that set up the next play and just a nice formality to the Eagles offense. And we saw even less of the defense, but what we saw Josh Sweat getting pressures and things of that sort. Let me ask you this. Who do you think is going to be take the biggest jump or have the best season on our defensive line this year?
I think it gotta be Hargreaves. It gotta be Hargreaves, man. You remember that 2017 defense with Timmy Jernigan next to Fletch? Both of those guys ate up front, and we already know Fletcher Cox gonna get double teamed a lot. He's been doing that his entire career. We need that guy that could win those one-on-ones on the other side of him, man. That could open it up a little bit more for Fletcher, or that could just win the one-on-ones. Now you can't just double Fletcher Cox. We need another dominant presence up in the middle of that defense. So it got to be Hargreaves to me.
Yeah, if he starts eating, then there's going to be problems because then Fletcher gets freed up. You got the ends, and a thing about these ends is that they're going to be so fresh because of Derek Barnett and the Josh Sweat rotation, Brandon Graham and the Kerrigan rotation, the fact that Milton Williams can not only play inside but also play outside. When you get to the third and fourth quarter and the offensive lineman took every single offensive snap and they're gassed, these switching ends who only played half the game are really going to get at the offensive line. But let me ask you a quick question. Eagle Eye said we talked about the offensive line and defensive line. How did you feel about the secondary last night?
I felt like the starting team did good, but I was the most impressed by Epps and Jaquette. I feel like Jaquette got beat like that first play. I mean, a lot of corners tuck their tail and run on that, but the very next play, he stepped up and made a big tackle on the reverse. That shows you that he has confidence in his game and confidence in himself. Any cornerback gonna get beat. I mean, it's just how you respond afterwards. So, and I liked Epps. He was flying around, man. He's making a lot of tackles, breaking up passes and everything. So I feel like we got a strong starting and we got a lot of depth at the defensive back position now. So I don't feel like we're going to have those years where we getting scorched through the air. I don't feel like we're going to have that kind of year.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see what type of system that Jonathan Gannon throws out there. He said himself that he didn't blitz on purpose because he didn't want to not just show too much. He also didn't want to, he wanted to see a lot of one-on-one matchups. What is this guy going to do? This guy, because we got to make some cuts. Remember, we got 87, 90 players on the roster, and by the end of preseason, which ain't 4 weeks, it's 3 weeks, we got to cut it down to 53. You know what I mean? So we definitely got to get the best of the best. And you also got to think of this. Just because you're one of the best 53 don't mean you're going to make the team, because we could be good at a position that you are pretty good at, and then we look over there and see the Chiefs cut this guy, or the Bills cut this guy, or the Raiders cut this guy, and they cut that guy because they're good at that position. They got 4 deep at that position, but we only got 2 deep, but we got 6 deep at another position, so we cut someone who's actually pretty good out there, because you got to think, every team got 87 players right now, and every team's going to get to 53. So not only do you have to sustain your job for the 90 man on the roster now, you got to be better. You got to be good enough to really own your spot, because the Eagles and a guy like Howie Roseman is always looking around other teams' rosters and seeing who's on the bubble so we can upgrade. How did Kerryon Johnson get here? We picked him up off waivers. You know what I mean? We stay doing that. So these players really got to put in the work. And show up.
Yeah, I feel like you made a great point, man. Like there's gonna be a lot of great battles before these cut dates, man. A lot of great battles, especially at that linebacker. As far as like people don't understand, we're kind of deep at linebacker right now. We drafted a lot of linebackers. We got the linebackers from last year. We brought over Eric Wilson. So that battle, even with them battling, everybody's not gonna be able to get on the field, but you still putting film on tape for other teams. People gotta understand that. Players gotta understand that. You still putting tape on film for other teams. Like, there's a lot of dudes that's not gonna make it in that DB battle, but they still putting tape on film for other teams. You know, Bill Belichick, he always scouting. You know that. So it's like, I mean, you gotta put your best foot forward every play, every snap, every practice. I mean, I love it, man. It's football season again. I love it.
We back. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Now, look. Hey, shout out to you, One Trey Rock. Listen, we got 110 people in the chat. I'm going to ask you to do 2 things for me. 1, hit the like button. It's free. It's easy. It don't cost a goddamn thing. And also, One Trey Rock, new content creator. He does Eagles news, rumors, film breakdowns, all that good stuff. So go ahead and check him out. All you got to do is type One Trey Rock in the search bar, and you will be good.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. And I'm going to be coming on one of these Friday night man cave things. I'm going to get on, my guy.
You got to, man. You got to. I need you, big dog.
I got you. Appreciate you for coming through.
Yes, sir.
Peace. All right, listen, don't be shy. Step right up. I'm just kidding. Click the link. Come through and talk to your boy, Ishine. I don't even think you ever been on here, have you?
No, I've never been on here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Ishine?
What's going on?
Hey, it's easy. I mean, like, look, listen, I'm cool with anybody calling, but I got people in the chat that has been rocking with me since I've been around a couple thousand subscribers.
Yeah, that's
a couple months
me.
in.
That's
you know what I mean? Like, some of you guys, I see your name and I'm like, it hits right here because you've been here the whole time. I'm like, I need to get these guys on the call one time. I need to hear their thoughts up and live.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I was really not a true Hurts believer, but just from those 2 series with him, honestly, I really feel like, he's looking like, to a certain extent, as long as he can stay consistent and show improve, and I mean like just do what he's supposed to do, everything will gradually get better with him. And I mean, he was throwing tight spirals compared to what the analysts were saying, as far as like Jeff McClain and all them talking about, he looking like, throwing balls like he's kicking them to the receivers. I mean, like, it made me feel like we made a big mistake on not looking at Deshaun Watson, but with the way he's looking, bruh, man, sky's the limit. I'm starting to become a believer, slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, my whole take on Hurts has been, I seen the upside. Last year, I seen him do things just to will a team, a broken team that had no direction. He willed them to win against the Saints. And yes, it was mainly with his legs more than his arm. But then in the very next game, he comes out and drops 300 in a game we played tough against a number 1 overall pick and Kyler Murray as a quarterback, battled him out straight up. And then, yes, he came out and had blunders in the Cowboys and Washington game. But this was a team that was destroyed energy-wise, morale, heart. You know, it was destroyed. And just I couldn't blame him on the team that was around him. So I wanted to give him some time. And I seen the inconsistencies because I watched the Cowboys game and the Washington game. But here was my thing. With the new coaching staff, can we get the upside out of him, or are we going to continue to let him fall down the drain? He was a 4-game quarterback. You can't write his whole book off that. And so I was like you, a little bit more than you, because I always believed, but just to see how he came out and carried himself, that pass to Dallas Goedert, it's not like I'm signing him up to be an all-pro quarterback, but he has tools. He has the intangibles. He's a born leader, and he's starting to show he can translate it to the field.
But I'm gonna keep it 100 too. What made me really skeptical about Hurts was the fact that he was turning over that ball. He was caught, like, it seemed like defender would get near him and he would fumble that ball. If I'm not mistaken, I think he fumbled out of those 4 games last year. He fumbled I think 3 of those games he fumbled, and the Cowboys game, I think he fumbled twice.
Yeah, he had like 5 or 6 fumbles in that 4 games.
Yeah, that's what was messing with my mind. Like, yo, what's up? But at the end of the day, I can honestly say, like, I'm really slowly but surely starting to believe, like, he might be able to get it done. And it all first started with the accuracy with me. And I can see within those, 5, 10, 15 yards or whatever he was throwing yesterday, he was throwing him spot on point. Like, I mean, boom. Like, before Dallas Goedert came out of his jump, like, you could see him throwing that ball before Dallas got to his spot. And I was like, yo, they really are critiquing him and putting him in the best position to win and make it easier for him. You know what I'm saying? I wish, and another thing I want to talk about is our defensive coordinator. I can see he's probably playing and doing everything vanilla right now, because I really wanted to see our secondary, our linebackers do a little bit more blitzing, a little bit of stunts. But I guess as we go along with the preseason, they're going to like up the ante a little bit, because we was kind of looking a little vanilla and not looking that bad really in the first quarter as far as the defensive unit, first and second. But you can see that those back in second, third, fourth stringers, they were gassed. So hopefully they got them boys doing some gases or something. You know what I'm saying? As far as when they're working out after practice, I don't know, treadmill, do some up downs or something, run to the 50th, do something.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Jonathan Gannon came out and said it, that he was pretty much vanilla. And he said he didn't blitz on purpose because he wanted to see some of the guys, especially who were on the bubble, go on one-on-one matchups and try to win their own battles against another team that's not their team. You know what I'm saying? So if you do blitzes, maybe the scheme makes you look better. And this is practice pretty much. These preseason games are going to be your ticket to either making a team or getting cut. You know what I'm saying? So he can't scheme up something and have a third stringer look good because was it him looking good or was it the play? He really wants to get the best men on the roster. So what he did was say, I'm going to put you out there and y'all got to do your job and beat your man. Can you do it? You know what I mean? So you could really evaluate these players in the second and third string. Absolutely.
I just think like we can actually, with this unit, if they like get better and better, at the end of the day, I can see the cohesiveness where you got Jalen on the offense being the leader, and then like on defense, you got Slay with what he brings to the table and how he could up the ante for people in the secondary. And then you got Cox on the line, and then you got a bunch of running rebels as far as the linebackers, but they look like they're going to be a little faster, work on mechanics as far as tackling. Like, I'm hearing all the hoopla about Davion Smith and all, but I feel as though that he is a work in progress and he will get better, because compared to last year, even though he wasn't making those tackles, he was literally where he was supposed to be yesterday and just missed a few tackles. So they work on his wrapping up. Davion Taylor might be nicer. He got that low 4.4 speed. Like,
he's quick.
That's not bad for probably gonna play like weak side linebacker or something like that. Nickel, we probably gonna have Singleton there and the new guy Eric. But I also can say that the guy that you interviewed a couple months
Sean Bradley.
Bradley was doing his thing on the low.
Tackling, yeah. He was hitting them gaps.
Yeah, he was hitting them gaps. And I feel as though the way that we're going to run our defense this year is going to free up those linebackers. And a lot of our linebackers basically all run either low or high 4.4s. So they're pretty fast and going to be able to fill those gaps and also be able to run sideline to sideline, especially someone like Smith, that he could literally be running sideline to sideline and catch basically majority of every running back on an angle or basically straight line and catch up with a running back.
Yeah, that's facts, my guy. Hey, appreciate you for coming through. Ishine, it's good to finally talk to you, my guy.
Facts, no doubt. No doubt. I appreciate you, man. I've been listening to you since you had about I think 2.5, 3.5, subscribers. So, I did, word is born. I said, when I saw what you said, I said, okay, yeah. Boom, I had to do a couple of things. I said, let me hop on and holler at my man, That's what it is.
Appreciate it, my guy. You already know.
Nothing but love from South Jersey, bro. You heard?
You already know. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, be easy, my guy.
Peace. I'll be right there in the chat.
What's going on, everybody in the chat? We still got 88 people in the building. We're going to talk a little bit more. We have no callers in the back. I'm going to be ending it soon, but let me get to some of your comments. Jocktail says, on that 98-yard possible catch where we thought Jalen Hurts overthrew him, he did kind of get a little bit too much on him, but Quez admitted that he felt a little tug and it kind of threw off his timing. Man, listen, all I know is that if Quez would have caught that pass, he would have had 2 catches, $170 something, and 2 touchdowns. That would have been dope. 2020 Vision said, think about this. Nelson Aguilar was better and showed more than Reagor, Fulgham, Hightower, and J-Jaw combined. 100 facts, they are bad. They definitely ain't good so far. And Reagor, I still am optimistic, but I got to see it before I could believe it. The Mad Brow said the only reason we grabbed Reagor was that Jefferson was advertised as a slot receiver, which we grabbed him, but then we didn't. Yeah, listen, you can't just go with the general public, but I hear you. That's exactly what happened. Philly Fanatic, it's been a long time since I seen you come through. What's going on? We got my guy Texas Eagle in the background. What is good? Can you hear me? Yo.
Mike, what's going on, brother?
Hey, you can hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think you got to go back out and come back in, and he's going to get it done. Ishine said facts. Quez is going to go ham this year. Listen, I think he has a bright future. Zay said, I remember when Philly Mike is at 1.3K subs, and now he's at 12 plus. It's crazy how fast he grew. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVPs, you know what I mean? Without y'all, then nothing's possible. Mike A said, hopefully Elliott comes to hit those field goals. Listen, I mean, his biggest issue was the 20-yarders, the 30-yarders, the pretty easy ones. But he did come out in game 1 of the preseason and knock down 2 40s and a 50. So I have to be a little bit optimistic. But yeah, the close ones, the gimme ones are the ones we got to make sure he makes consistently, because we did pay this guy, and field goals are important. I mean, you can win and lose a couple games, and this ain't basketball or MLB. This ain't the NBA where you can lose 5 games in a row and it doesn't matter, because 80 games, a 5-game losing streak is nothing. 160 games, a 10-game losing streak is nothing. But in the NFL, you lose 3 games because of kicking, that could cost you a playoff spot. And I do believe the Philadelphia Eagles will compete for a playoff spot in this NFC East. I do. Shout out to 91 people in the chat. Can we get to 100 likes? I don't know how many likes we got on this already, but it'd be greatly appreciated if we can get close. We only at 77, so I don't think we're going to get it. We've been going for an hour and 5 minutes. I was going to have Breezy on the channel. She'll be coming on Monday. Let me know, chat. Let's talk a little bit longer before we head up out of here and Philly Mike enjoys his night. I don't know what I got planned, but we going to figure out something. Soku said, football is the only sport I watch. The Mad Brow said 70. Shout out to you. Ishine said, yeah, I forgot Elliott is back on his team. Yes, we need that. It's important. First time on, what's up? We're sneaky good, and Dallas still stinks. Dirty. Bleep. Hey, shout out to you. Listen, we do live streams. We do regular videos. We do a lot of different things on the channel. We talked to some Eagles insiders. We had Davion Taylor on the channel, Sean Bradley on the channel, Dave Spadero on the channel. We had a couple of them. And we drop regular content. I dropped the video today talking about Quez workout. I also dropped the video on my final thoughts. We do the live play-by-plays and everything. Breezy is awesome. She definitely knows her sports. Shout out to Mrs. Bird Gang 31. AB3 said excited, hoping for maybe 3 or 4 series from Hurts against the Pats. Yes, I actually want to see Jalen Hurts for a whole quarter. I would like to see him for a whole quarter. And for those who saw the thumbnail, this is a live call-in show. Click the link that is pinned if you want to call in. We only going to take a couple more. We got my guy, Steven Joyce, Prime Time in the building. What's going on?
What's up, man? Not much.
How do you feel about the preseason game thus far?
I thought it was pretty good. Hurts, I think, should have played a little bit more to see what he got, but I think the future looks good with Rager, Smith, and Watkins as the top 3 receivers.
Yeah, Rager, Smith, Watkins. I think that is a very good duo. You could sprinkle in a Fulgham, a Ward if need be. But yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with them. I think Rager is the one who has the most to prove out of that group. But I think little by little, I think he will. Let me ask you, we only saw a little portion of the defense, but what was your initial thoughts on how they were flying around and stuff?
I thought they were good. I liked the way Singleton was moving around. So I think it's going to be a pretty good battle once Taylor comes back with him and Singleton to see who starts. So I guess.
I agree. Philly Fanatic said Sweat, Graham, Cox, Williams, Hargrave, Barnett, Kerrigan will all wreak havoc this year. I agree, man. It's going to be crazy. The rotation is going to be there. They're going to be full of energy. O-lines are going to be tired. But listen, besides Quez Watkins' big offensive touchdown, is there any one in particular thing that stood out to you, even if it's a little thing that someone did that maybe they can improve on if they were a backup player or someone that no one really thinks about, or anything?
I thought Gainwell, when he had the ball in his hand, he looked pretty explosive. So, I think he'll probably, as the year goes on, take the number 2 spot behind Sanders. It'd be nice to have both of them in the backfield together, like Sirianni was talking about, maybe. So
yeah, that speed 21. You got 2 fast guys in the backfield. It definitely can put in work, and especially with both Miles and him being able to catch out the backfield. So far, Miles has been a little bit lackadaisical with it, but Kenneth showed he can catch the ball, and he had some big burst runs. They were called back due to flags, but I agree. That's a good one. AB3 said we need to see the defense stay out there longer, and there's 4. And they were gassed. Yes, the 3rd and 4th string were gassed. We definitely need to see them out there longer. I think in game 2, you see Hurts for a whole quarter, and you see the first team defense for maybe half the quarter. What is your take on how long you think some of the starters will be out there in game number 2?
I think they'll be out there for a half. I think they'll probably use game 2 as the dress rehearsal like they used to do for game 3. So I'd like to see that, at least a half.
So if you see the starters play a whole half, you can expect them pretty much resting up on game 3 then, right?
Yeah, and give them like that 2-week bye until the season starts to get sharp on everything. So,
all righty. So I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I got one more guy in the back, but give me your final thoughts. When I mean final thoughts, I mean let me hear a record prediction estimate.
I say 11-5 or 10-7 winning the East and winning the divisional round maybe if they host a playoff game.
Ooh, we got a nice
or a wild card, whatever it is. No.
Hey, there is 7 teams that make the playoffs. They added another team to the playoffs. Why not us, right? Why not us? Hey, shout out to you, my guy. And we definitely gonna narrow down these fantasy football swing ideas soon. I think we got a couple more coming too, though, than just the 4 that's gonna be added.
All right, well, sounds good. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, be easy.
Late.
All right, we got Texas Eagle. I think he's good now. What's going on, Texas Eagle?
What's up, Mike? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I could hear you. Just couldn't hear me last time.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, man. But anyway, we got to go on now, brother. I feel like I'm famous, man. I'm with the GOAT. Like, I'm actually with the GOAT right now. So I feel famous. What's going on, brother?
Hey, it's good to feel famous. I'm glad to be in your presence, my guy. You've been a long-time supporter as well. So what is your take of preseason game 1? How do you think they look?
I mean, the first half, I thought they looked okay. I love Hurts. I want Hurts to work out. I really want Hurts to be the guy. I've seen everyone's, analysis everywhere from, he's the greatest thing they've ever seen to, he's trash or whatever. So I'm somewhere in the middle, I think. I think he was okay. I mean, we didn't get to see very much of him, but I think he was okay. A couple of throws, a throwing miss to Quiz. I thought he checked down. The throw he did make, the really good throw he made to Goddard, I thought was on a check down. It was on a check down, number 1. So I thought he went through his progressions really well. And that was a big league throw that he made to Dallas.
Yeah, and that's the exact throw that a lot of people criticize Jalen Hurts for not being able to make. They say out to the running back, he can do it. Deep ball, he can do it. But that intermediate, that 15 to 20 yards to the tight end across the middle, he can't put the touch on it. And this man stepped back, great block from Jordan Howard, and dropped a dime over the defender.
That was a big boy throw. And like I said, the fact that he checked down to it impressed me as much as the throw itself did. So because I don't think last year, I don't think we saw him go through progressions. I know it was brand new out there, but the fact that on that throw, despite how great a throw it was, the fact that he actually checked down to it was pretty impressive to me.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you, how do you ultimately feel about a guy like Jalen Reagor? I know he had a lackluster first year, came in unprepared, a lot of things going on and off the football field. But here's my take. Since Nick Sirianni started getting into him, yelling at him, giving him some tough love, he's been better in practice. I saw some nice route running, even though we didn't get to see that turn into production. Do you think he can bounce back at all this year?
Yeah, I do. I mean, here in Texas, I'm here in Texas, so, I get to watch a lot of Big 12 football. So I have seen a lot of Jalen Reagor. The kid is talented. The kid's got talent, so there's no way that he can't play. I think maybe some of these kids do need some tough love. The way coaches need to get on him. I know he's used to being, some of these guys are used to being like superstars everywhere they go in high school and in college, and they're just used to being the man. They're used to being superstars. I think sometimes some of them do need a little kick in the butt, but don't mistake the talent. I watched Jalen Reagor play at TCU for a lot of games, and the kid has got talent. We just need to see somebody get it out of him on this level.
Yeah, player development has been a problem under the Eagles for a while. It's good to see that possibly disappear. And when that disappears, talent will reappear. And so,
Absolutely, yeah.
I think keeping a guy like Aaron Moorhead around one more year, having this familiar face, having Nick Sirianni being a guy who really can work with the wide receivers itself because he was a wide receiver and he's all about the fundamentals. Listen, Jalen Reagor, I'm not going to have a long leash. He doesn't have a long leash. First round pick. Listen, he has to produce this year.
I agree. He has to produce this year. But Mike, give me the last first round pick that we made that is actually not close to a bust, if not a bust. Give me the last first round pick we made.
Devontae Smith, hopefully, and it gotta be.
Well, I mean, not counting this year because we've yet to see the guy. But I mean, look, Dillard, for all intents and purposes, he's a bust. Who else did we have?
Reagor, Barnett.
Barnett is actually, I think there may be some hope for him. But yeah, even back to Wentz. I mean, we can probably even look as Eagle fans consider Wentz a total bust. He did get us to he got us to the point where we were able to get to a Super Bowl. But other than that, total bust, dude. Total bust. And we traded up, plus traded how many other players to get there?
Yeah. When you look at Carson Wentz as of now is a bust because he's not on our team anymore. I mean, he did take us. He was a big part of us getting to the promised land. But yeah, when you look at it, when Carson Wentz was drafted, from Carson Wentz up until now, the Eagles haven't drafted a guy who made a Pro Bowl. So we haven't drafted a guy who took that next level step. And that's what you want from your first round pick. You want your first round pick to be a Pro Bowl type player. We haven't seen it. Hopefully, with the new coaching staff, the new regime, all across the board, minus Howie Roseman, which I don't know how he survived, but I will give him credit for what he's been able to do in this short offseason, this lackluster money-wise offseason. He really turned it around, gave our defense a shot, got some coaches in here that we do like, and we're going to see how it goes, you know?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I heard somebody ragging on your hat a while ago. I think that is like the freshest Eagles hat out there right now, bro. So don't worry.
It's all good. There's always going to be trolls, but I think he was playing. He came around. Jimbo, too, what's going on? He said Todd Pinkston was awesome. I mean, I wouldn't label him awesome, but I respect him being a not big name receiver who made big catches throughout his career. You know, he always stretching deep and stuff like that. But with
let me ask you a question, Mike.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll preface it by saying on defense, I'm worried about our secondary depth. Really, that's the best, like Jaquette or however you say, that's the best we got, bro. That's it.
For backups?
Yeah, for depth. I mean, our depth, like, come on, bro. We can't do better than that. I'm worried about Slade, too. I mean, and I think I commented in one of your lives earlier that I'm worried about Slade because it was right after Reagor had made the one, and that wasn't the catch I was talking about. But I've been watching and it just seems like he's just getting he's a step behind.
Nah, I think in them drills, they do everything in their power to favor the wide receiver. It's really hard. There's no pass rush, and no matter how good of a defender you are, you can't lock down a wide receiver for more than 5 to 6 seconds. Eventually, they're going to run a different route and get open. Jalen Ramsey, Deion Sanders, you're going to get open. You know what I mean? That's where the pass rush comes in. But I am worried about the depth. You know, if Big Play Slay goes down or Steven Nelson goes down, right now I think it goes like this. Slay, Nelson, McPherson, Jaquette. That's the outside guys. That's who I think it is. when it comes to the slot, I think it's going to be Avonte Maddox, Josiah Scott, and then they'll figure out somebody else. Maybe they can play one of them hybrid safeties, Elijah Riley, Graylin Arnold in the slot if need be. But I think it goes Slay, Nelson, Fearson, and then Jaquette. And Jaquette showed that he's a guy who can get beat up a little bit, you know?
Yeah. And McPherson, another Texas kid. So I think we're gonna like him. He's really, really talented, really good. Just need to give him a chance.
Hey, I love it. He's been having a good camp. But with that being said, we need 3 more likes. Can we get 3 more likes? We'll be at 100 likes, and your boy's getting phone calls out the wazoo. I got to go. Texas Eagle, great to have you on. We're going to be doing call-ins throughout almost every week, once a week when we get through the season. So come through and speak that knowledge again.
Absolutely, brother. It's good to see you. Good to talk to you, man.
All right, peace.
Later.
With that being said, we need 3 more likes. Can we get 3 MVPs in the chat? Y'all the real MVPs. Let's go. 101. Until next time, Hold up. Wait. We got to end on a good note. Oh, no. Audie B just got up in here. That's my guy. Hold on. I got to get Audie B in here real quick. Audie B, what's going on with you?
Oh, man, I'm too late.
Nah, I was just about to click end, and then I saw you, but, I got love for you.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
So I just told somebody I was coming downstairs because they're at my house, but we got a nice 3-minute talk. So Ed, let me know how you feel about the Eagles preseason game.
About the preseason game, I liked what I saw from Jalen Hurts. Obviously, Zach Ertz didn't catch that one ball for the first down, but most of his balls were on target except for that deep ball to Quez Watkins. But from Jalen Hurts, I saw some things that I liked, some things I didn't like. Quez Watkins looked like an absolute stud.
Yes, sir.
And this Eagles starting secondary and the defense as a whole looks really, really solid. Nick Mullins just looks absolute trash. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for right now. I need to see more, obviously, next week. I'm not sure if Hurts is going to play, but I definitely need to see more. I'm excited for this defense, though. That's one thing I'm going to say. Very excited for this defense coming up for the season.
Yeah, they definitely showed that they could be versatile. They can move around. They can fly around. It's a small sample size, but I'm definitely excited. Hey, but listen, we do got to get out of here quick. Appreciate you for coming through. Listen, make sure you come in early because we're going to start doing live. We're going to start doing play-by-play. Whoa. How's people still coming in? We're going to start doing call-in streams once a week, especially as the Eagles get going. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you. I just got back from the gym, so
it's all good.
I need to.
All right, yo, appreciate you for coming through.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All righty. Look.
What's up?
Yo, what's going on? Look, I got to get the full house in here real quick. PD Tatted, you good, my guy? PD.
Phil and Mike, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I was just about to get off, and then I saw Audie B, who always wants to get in, and I always can't find the time to get him in. So I wanted to get him in, but I got company downstairs. I'm going to let y'all speak in a nice 30. How is people still coming in? I deleted the link.
It was still there, my guy.
I just kidding. Hey, Petey, you good? All right, but real quick, while Petey gets good, these are the last couple. Go ahead. Bird Gang, how do you feel about the preseason game?
Man, I was happy with it, man. It's everything I want to see happen, I want to see the starters get out there, I want to see 2 scores on the opening drives. We get that field goal. I said field goal touchdown. It happened opposite. I wanted touchdown field goal, but it happened field goal touchdown. So that was good. And I want to see our defense keep them scoreless while the starters were in. And they did that. So I was really impressed with what happened there. I love seeing Quez Watkins continue to ball out like I've been saying the whole time, man. Everybody was doubting Quez. I think it's just time for all the Eagles fans to stop with the doubt, stop with the optimism, and be on the train, man. It's time to support us. We're not reporters. We are fans. So our job as fans is to get behind our team 150%. And everybody just know that the Eagles about to run over some people this year. Like I said, 17-0 until proven otherwise. 17-0. That's what I'm feeling with my Birds.
I love it. I love it. I do got to ask you something before we get off here, but go ahead. Let me know your thoughts. To my left, go ahead. Tell me, my guy.
Only even though it's only preseason, and we lost, but once again, it's only preseason. But Jalen Hurts, a few snaps that he took, he looked good. Joe Flacco seems like a reliable backup. Hopefully, we don't need to see Joe Flacco this year, but if we do need to, we know he's there. We know he's going to be our backup. And Quez Watkins, man, I'm telling you, he's going to be the wide receiver to look out for this year. And I already knew that going into the game, though. But this team's going to be unreal this year. There's a lot of people down on us.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, we can win the division going 17-0. Go Birds.
Get on the train, baby.
I love it. I love it. Listen, if this was a normal time and I wasn't in a rush, I would definitely ask you guys some more questions and get some good answers. But listen, we're going to do a call-in stream once a week now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We still got about 80-some people. They were getting out of here. Listen, go subscribe to my guy, Bird Gang 31. We're going to have you on the show in general, Bird Gang. Today was supposed to be Breezy on the show. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
She came backstage. She came backstage, and then she had a family emergency, so she left backstage, and we never came in. I just turned it to a call-in. But the crazy thing is, me and Breezy were trying to get us. She was trying to. Let me just speak now because I can't talk. We were trying to get this collab since last year. Right after the Dallas Cowboys game, we had it all set up, and then something happened then too. So it's been a long time coming. I know I caught a little bit of you and hers, and I know she's as optimistic as you are. So that was going to be good. I was going to talk to her about how optimistic she is. And I know because I remember watching yours a little bit. I was in and out that day, and you were like, finally, someone on my page or something like that.
Yeah, she definitely was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's time to get on the train, man. You had all off season to be optimistic about our team, to worry about this, worry about that. Football season's here now. It's time to go. I've been preaching it on my channel. Every show I am in, I'm trying to get the crowd. I'm trying to get the chat to understand it is game time. It's time to support our guys because we got a lot of talent, man. We got a lot of talent. And that season last year was garbage. Just forget about it. It's not realistic. We've been winning for a long time now. To have one bad season and to listen to the media think that our team is just a trash team and we better be lucky to win 8 games. I told you, if we win only 8 to 9 games, that was a trash season. You know what I'm saying? With the talent that we got, we need to be double digits. I can't even see Jalen Hurts losing more than 7 games for real. You know what I'm saying? The effort that he's been putting in, the work he's been putting in with everybody, you know what I'm saying? The determination, everybody got something to prove this year. I don't see us losing more than 7 games. So that's my opinion. Like I told you, 12-5, 13-4, but until proven otherwise, 17-0 right now. Let's go, Birds.
Love it. Go ahead. Give me your last second statement, my guy. We got to get out of here. I'm getting calls out the wazoo.
I tell the people where they can find me at.
Go ahead.
You guys subscribe to my channel on YouTube at Positive Philly, on TikTok at Positive Philly. I'm trying to get to 4,000 followers on TikTok.
Nice.
We're almost there.
I'll sub you up, my guy.
Positive Philly. If you want some positivity, go see Positive Philly. Appreciate y'all. We're going to be doing this. Stay tuned. Turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. And we are out. Wrong one.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the Bird Gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, we showing up and we gon' fight. You see, we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.